Hey guys, it's Brian with Gold Arrow Fitness, and right now we're headed downtown so I can give you a little bit of background on me. I'll show you where I got my start as a personal trainer and explain a little bit about how I got into fitness consulting. So sit tight and enjoy. Alright, so right now we're just heading over to the very first studio that I leased out for personal training. Actually right now I'm in a Skywalk and we're in Grand Rapids, Michigan right now. For those of you who don't know, Grand Rapids is kind of like in the mid-west side of the state. It's the second biggest city. But this Skywalk is pretty cool because it connects a lot of the city together, a lot of the different buildings. And you can get all the way from an arena that we have, it's called Van Andel Arena, all the way down to a big conference center that we have. Alright, so behind me you see the Bistro Bellavita restaurant, and my first ever training studio was in the basement below the restaurant. So the doors are locked, we couldn't get in there right now, but I'm going to go to a little quieter place and I'll tell you the story of how I started. And just to give you a little idea of how long I've been in the fitness industry, the big building behind me was not even there. That was just a parking lot when I had my personal training studio. Quick story on how I started with my first personal training studio. I was 25, I had just taken my certification test, and the very same day I was downtown because I live downtown, and I was going around and I was just looking at office space, kind of just thinking, you know, someday down the road if I ever wanted to open my own place, like what kind of place would I want, how much would it cost, that kind of thing. So I actually ended up running into the landlord of a building. And he's like, you know, what are you looking at? I'm like, you know, I'm just pipe dream my own studio someday. I was just seeing what kind of offices are available. And he said, well, let me show you our workout room in our basement. So to make a long story short, I ended up within the week signing a lease for an office, and I had access to the building's fitness room in the basement, and that's where I trained my clients out of. So, you know, something that I had kind of planned on doing off a little ways in the future ended up happening right away. So it worked out for the better, because I think the best way to take on something is just to be aggressive. So picking up where I left off, I ended up training, and I still actually do train. I've been training for 7 years now. I was in that office space for 6 years. I'm no longer in that office space. Now when I work with clients, I still do a little bit of in-home training, but the majority of what I do now is fitness consulting. So fitness consulting kind of evolved out of the one-on-one training, more traditional model, because I realized that the people who were having the most success with me were the people that I interacted with the most outside of the workouts. So these are the people who I was, you know, reading their food logs in Lose It and giving them immediate feedback, and these people were just having more success. I was just editing this episode and I realized I wanted to articulate fitness consulting a little bit better and make it a little bit more clear as to why I went in that direction. Everyone's familiar with the traditional training model, which is how I started out. Client comes in, we spend about an hour doing a workout. In there's some talk about eating and other things related to fitness, but most of the time the focus is on the workout itself. Over time, it became very clear that the workout was just a small piece of the puzzle. My personal training evolved into fitness consulting over time because I spent years and years of listening to people's fitness problems and just seeking out solutions to them. And like with anything else, you just stick with what works and you get rid of what doesn't. Fitness consulting is more than just coming up with a workout and eating plan. It's really about identifying the major obstacles in people's lives as it relates to fitness and then figuring out a way to systematically overcome those obstacles. And those obstacles could come in the form of, being in a bad peer group or having bad habits or troubles with your schedule as far as it relates to home or maybe even a work schedule. I just wanted to make that a little bit more clear for everybody, and hopefully I did. But if you still have any questions about fitness consulting, you can go to goldarrowfitness.com and contact me through the fitness consulting link. I got my iPad ready to go. Gold Arrow Fitness, advanced workout number 6.
3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Right now I'm going to show you a blueberry smoothie recipe that I love. It's my favorite recipe for smoothies. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.
Is it impossible to achieve your fitness goals? Have you tried and failed over and over again? Don't feel bad. Millions of people can relate, but what most don't realize is that the main reason for this is the inability to change behavior, and that's why Gold Arrow has introduced fitness consulting. What is fitness consulting? It's having professional guidance through one of the most difficult endeavors that you will attempt. Consultants are more than just coaches and give you much more than just a plan. They provide knowledge, support, and techniques to get you through the barriers that have held you back. An app called Lose It is the key tool that connects you to your fitness consultant, making sure you are never alone. If you're serious about finally breaking through barriers and living out your vision, go to goldarrowfitness.com and click on Fitness Consulting. In the meantime, subscribe to Gold Arrow Fitness on YouTube for free content, workouts, recipes, and fitness tips. There's no better time than right now to start living your vision that you have for yourself. Join Gold Arrow Fitness and take the first step to a healthier you.